directions or even look at directions because of how painfully simple a task seems. Well, my dad tells this story to us at almost every family gathering, and it reminds us to always follow the directions. Now, my dad moved here from Japan when he was just 4 years old, and it took some time for his family to get adjusted into the new American lifestyle. But eventually my grandma thought to herself, you know, we're going to be here a while, so we might as well pick up some of the American traditions. Now, obviously they don't have Thanksgiving in Japan, but my grandma thought, you know, it would be kind of cool to cook my first Thanksgiving dinner and my first Thanksgiving turkey. She went down to the store, bought this huge turkey, brought it back to her apartment, and before she started cooking, she thought, you know, I don't really need to look up any directions or find a recipe on how to cook a turkey, because, I mean, how hard could it really be? So she didn't look up any directions or anything. She just salt and peppered the turkey, put some butter on it, threw some herbs in there, threw it in the oven. A little while later, she noticed this disgusting, and I mean disgusting odor coming from the oven. And right around that time, she heard a knock at the door. And she opened it, and it was her neighbor from next door. And her neighbor said, "What are you doing in there? It smells like you're burning a dead body." And at this point, my grandma realized that something had gone terribly wrong with her turkey, so she asked her neighbor if she could come inside and kind of help her out and see what was going on. They went over to the oven, looked inside, and the turkey was just engulfed in flames. It was just all on fire. So they quickly extinguished the fire, and they took out the turkey, and they checked it out to see what happened. And it turns out that since my grandma had neglected to look up any recipes or follow any of the directions, she didn't get the memo that you're supposed to take out the inside of the turkey that's wrapped in all the plastic that holds all the hearts and the intestines. And at this point, my grandma was just beyond mortified that she didn't look up any directions and that she ruined this nice Thanksgiving dinner for her family. But thankfully, her neighbor was nice enough to invite the whole family over to their house for dinner for Thanksgiving. Now, what did my grandma learn on this day? She learned to always follow the directions, no matter how simple a task may seem, because if you don't, then it could lead to huge disasters.